Check, check, check. Oh man, YouTube. This has been a long and rough day. It's actually kind of nice. I get to talk to the camera at the end of the day. I was not able to get to like anything I wanted to get done today. There's also no parking in my entire neighborhood, and I'm going to show you why. So, because I wasn't able to really vlog today, but I still want to put something out, I am going to do something I didn't think I was ever going to do. And that's a review on my favorite vintage lens for the a6500. So I would like to talk about one of my favorite adapted lenses for any of the Sony mirrorless bodies. I have the a6500, but you can certainly put this on any of the mirrorless cameras, and it is the Canon FD 50mm 1.5. This thing was released in 1979, and damn if it doesn't feel like it. It's all metal. It's nice and smooth. It's got, 6 or 7 aperture blades. I'll tell you in a minute. Let's find out. Hold on. I've never done a review on anything. I'm just going to tell you why I like it. It's sharp. This particular one is very clean. There's a history to it, which is why I'd like to share it with you. So, I done broke it. Anyway. So this particular lens is my great uncle's. He's no longer with us, but he was a photographer. He was an overall good dude. So it's kind of weird. In my family, I'm kind of the historian. I keep all of the old stuff. And this was one of the things that was left to me. Was this and this Canon FTB, which is old. It's 35mm. It's super rad. I'm a big fan of it. But this was left to me by my, I guess you want to call them cousins. The Uncle Lenny was my grandfather's brother-in-law. So he's my grandmother's brother. Awesome dude. Used to have a ton of fish in his basement. Like, his entire basement was littered with fish tanks, and like, you wouldn't need any light to walk in the basement and see everything perfectly fine. It was literally littered with fish tanks. But he was also a photographer, and this was one of the lenses that was left to me. It's absolutely unbelievably gorgeous, and there's something so awesome about a vintage manual lens that kind of takes you back to that era when, before digital was a thing, when you had to wait to get your photos and hope you took the right thing. You know, it feels solid, right? It's all metal. It's real smooth. It locks, like, it literally locks into place. So it makes me very happy to own it. It makes me very proud to own it. So basically what you do is you get the adapter. I got the one from Photonics, F-O-T-I-O-X. It's the FD to NEX adapter. And you got to make sure you lock it, otherwise you're not going to get aperture control. So then you just put it on your Sony mirrorless body, your E-mount lens, and you're off and running. I can't say enough nice things about it, especially since you can get them for dirt cheap on eBay. Like, I'm talking under $50 if you hit the right bin. I mean, apparently all of the FD FD series lenses are still very sought after. I'm currently looking for the 35mm of this. On the crop sensor, you have to crop 50mm by 1.5, so that leaves you, doing math, times 1.5, you gonna know 50mm times 1.5 equals a 75mm lens. 75mm prime, crystal clear, ultra sharp, ultra awesome manual focus. So you got to get your manual focus game up. Mine's pretty okay. Nice enough on the Sonys. We can tap and do the zoom and get the really spot on like eye focus. The other nice thing is it is a 1.8. For us crop sensor people, I mean, you use the 18 to 1.5. It's a crop. It's an f4. So 4 times 1.5, I don't do math, is a aperture of 6. That's not a lot of light. If I go 1.8 times 1.5, you guys already know this because you're math people, it's a 2.7. So this thing lets enough light to do super low light. You don't have to get a lot of noise in your cropped photos. The video on this is going to be solid. I would just keep it open on video. I mean, you can adjust it as you see fit. I like to shoot super open because it's such a huge iris. I don't know if you guys can see that, but because it's so huge, it just lets in all this light, and just the background is super bokeh. It's super creamy and smooth and righteous and awesome, and it makes your portraits or your close-ups super poppy. And that's what I like. I like that stuff. I like crisp right here. I could care less about the background. I like right here, super crisp. I want to see all the pores in your face. Not mine, because look at me. But your face, the person I'm taking the photo, I want to see every nook and cranny. And this does that. And the nice thing is, it didn't get sold in an auction. It didn't get sold in a garage sale. It's staying within my family, and I'm going to use it all the time and kind of keep the legacy of this little guy up and running because it's a solid lens. I suggest if you can find one on eBay, go get one. Get the adapters. They're like 20-30 bucks on Amazon. I don't have any affiliate links, so I mean, I don't really care. But if you want to go find it, I'll help you find it. I'll put a link into the one I use down below. If you're looking for one of these adapters, I also have one for my Nikon. I have a lot of vintage Nikon. Maybe on another rainy day we'll get those. But yeah, Canon FD 1.8 50mm adapted with the FD to NEX adapter on the Sony bodies. This thing is killer. Go find one if you can. They're everywhere, dude. They're just internet. You'll find it. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.